you haven't subscribed, I'm going to invite you to do so if this resonates with you. So this energy of contradiction and this energy of conflict typically is what gets families and their dynamics in trouble, because we're having trouble accepting that that person, Johnny, is no longer lazy, right? Johnny just built a fabulous business for himself, or Maria is not acting how we know her to be, right? And she is also doing this wonderful job in the world. Maybe she's created a foundation and has all these beautiful projects, impact projects that she's very passionate about, and doing some of that. And so when we don't understand the family members, or we don't understand how did they grow up or grow out of being who they used to be, then we get caught up in not knowing this person because they're in this energy of not being able to accept the new version of this person. So the identities are misconstrued. It's like, no, that's not who you are. I can't see you that way. I can't see you as married with children, or I can't see you as being a big impact-driven individual. You're always so selfish. I can't see you as building such a great firm for yourself because you were always so lazy. And so we're going back to this conversation because I want to continue to expand on this, because when we have this closed mind that this person or these individuals in my family have to be how I know them, because that's the identity I hold for them and around them, when you're being asked to remove yourself from seeing them that way, now you have no other choice but to express your new identity, right? And show them who you are now, and then also accept them for the new version of themselves that they have built out, that they have created, that they've been working on. And this energy of acceptance is one that we all have so much trouble with. And the reason for that is because we love what we know. Even though it may not be good for us, even though it's not, maybe it's based on a lot of fear, maybe this family dynamic is based on a lot of guilt, a lot of shame, a lot of blame. It's what we know. It's what we are comfortable with. And when we've got to see that dynamic shift, and we have to accept that that dynamic has shifted, and this happens a lot with parents and their children, is no, but that's not, I know that my child is not that person. I know that they're not capable of more. I know because I know. It's right, because they're the parents. And as parents, we struggle with this a lot, because letting go of the child or the children as we know them means that they're a representation of what we taught them, of how we raised them. And if they're being successful, then perhaps we can take that one on a little bit better. It's like, oh yeah, I'm very proud of my kids because they've done so well. But when we have one of them that maybe has lagged a little bit, or is still successful in an area perhaps that you don't align with, or you don't believe is successful, right? Because they're an artist or a musician or something else, then that's on you, right? As the parent, to accept that each of their children are who they are and how they are, and being okay with that. Because typically when people tell us something bad about our children, whether they're small children or adult children, when they tell us something bad about our kids, it's a reflection of us as the parents, as the grandparents, as the adults. And we typically take that very personal, right? It's like, no, my son with a drug problem, that's, this is casual, it's passing, it's gonna be okay, they're gonna be fine, it's just a fad. Thing is that the fad that started in their teenage years is now stepped into and slipped into their adult years, and their wife or their husband doesn't wanna tolerate this behavior, and their kids might be taken away from them because of this behavior. So it's just getting bigger and more complicated. And a lot of that happens because we as the adults or the parents are not accepting that this person needs help, or that this person is not necessarily a reflection of us. And if they are a reflection of us, then we need to sit with that. Okay, what could I have done better or different? Not from shame, not from guilt, not from punishment, self-punishment, but from a place of, yeah, okay, I didn't do it, or I didn't intend my absence, or perhaps my working all the time, or my not really sitting down and getting to know them. I didn't mean for my behavior to create this situation. So there's a lot of self-forgiveness that happens with self-acceptance and acceptance of a situation in general. What's beautiful is that when we accept it, now we can start working on it, and we can work through it, and we can build something different. And the reason why this is so empowering and so important for family businesses and family offices is when you can tweak what is going on in the dynamics, then you can also tweak how it is affecting and influencing your business, your bottom line, how you continue to grow and expand this beautiful company that you put so much heart and soul into, that you want to continue to build out and would love nothing more than your kids to partake in it. But these issues, right, these personal family issues that are affecting the dynamics of the family, right? Because nobody then wants that person to show up to their parties or their events or their conversations, right? Because they feel like this person is too toxic, or, you know, rather than speaking about the person that you're all criticizing and judging, how about accepting that they need a little bit more from the family and the family members, right, than what they are receiving? And this is not about blame. This is not about shame by any means. This is about everybody taking accountability and responsibility for themselves, including the person that is toxic or intoxicated, or including that person that is just not working. They're not working at their highest capacity, right? And that's typically what we see in our kids, is like they have such potential, right? And we fall in love with their potential, and we know they have this opportunity in front of them, but it's not until they heal or they can go through their healing process that we can now bring them back in to the family dynamic, the family business, the family office, healthy, right? And with a clean mind and a clean energy and clean emotions, so that they can continue on this beautiful pathway of having a wonderful experience as part of this family. So why I'm bringing all of this up today is because this is definitely something that I've seen time and time again influence and impact families and family dynamics, is the fact that everybody has labels, right? We love labels, and we all do it, right? We all have this label around the people that we love, the people that are closest to us, is we give them names and we label them, and then we identify them by that label, and all of those labels have to come off in order for everyone to be free to be their own special self, so that they can bring in their own essence into this business, into this family office, into the trajectory of expansion and transition that happens when we want to bring them into these beautiful opportunities that as a family can build dynasties in such a beautiful way and leave such amazing legacies for your heirs. However, these are the unspoken conversations. These are the things that nobody wants to see. This is what is so uncomfortable. Nobody wants to talk about this. However, it's the problem. It is the big problem that is not allowing your family office, your family business to elevate, because you've got members of the family or part of your family that is not in the same vibration. When everybody is aligned in vibration and everybody is aligned in this intention, we're all gonna build this together, we're gonna make this happen, rather than criticizing, labeling, judging each other and seeing the old identity of the person You're now all just taking off that coat, right? Just sitting in that boardroom, just watching each other and having a conversation that comes with compassion, with love, and a higher consciousness. And this higher consciousness also holds a higher frequency, which means that in this higher frequency energy, you're in the energy of wealth building, you're in the energy of abundance, you're in the energy of collaboration. And that in itself is what you need to propel your business exponentially. But if everybody is focused on what is not working, on the old identities, on the old labels, on all of this, we are then at that point in an energy of scarcity, lack, and negativity. And guess what? There is no building. There is no building that can go up in a structure that is flawed. The structure, the foundation has to be strong in order for that structure to be built correctly, in order for that structure to sustain the years to come. And it's the same way that we build a family office. It's the same way that we build a healthy, wealthy family dynamic, family office, family business, is by creating a strong foundation. Just because the foundation that you built when your children were small is not the same foundation that you have going on now, it's not the same dynamic, there's nothing wrong with that. It just means that it has to be changed. It has to be up-leveled. It has to be updated. It's like living in a house that was built in the 1940s. Well, guess what? Hopefully you've adjusted and upgraded the home so that it's not falling apart, because a house from 1940s today in 2026 is not going to be a very hard, is not going to be a very well-structured property, right? So it's the same thing. We are constantly shifting. We're constantly growing. We're constantly evolving. That means that the dynamic of the family has to also evolve, change, and grow. And that's why I believe that if you continue doing this work around each of the individuals of your family, the ones that are struggling, the ones that are thriving, and bringing everybody together into these conscious conversations, into this higher energy, frequency, and vibration, where everybody is looking out for each other from a place of love and compassion, you can only thrive. You're only going to grow. You're definitely going to be able to have this passed down into this beautiful legacy passed down to your heirs, because the foundation is there. And so what I love about this acceptance process is that when we can accept everything, right? The good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. When we can accept, it also gives us freedom. Gives us freedom to rebuild. It gives us freedom to be our authentic selves. It gives us freedom to see the beauty in everyone around us. And when you're holding that energy, guess what? Those are the kinds of clients you're going to bring in. Those are the kinds of investors that you're going to partner with. Those are the kinds of opportunities that are going to show up in your reality, because you're holding that vibration. Not only because of the name of your family office, not only because of the brand of your business, but because of the energy that you're all holding together to build, and for something that is going to survive past your time, past your children's time. It has to come from this place of love, compassion, peace, healing, all of it, right? It's to come together and collaborate. And this energy of acceptance is self-love, but it's also expansive love. And we all know, and if you don't know, I'm going to share with you that the energy of love and gratitude and compassion holds the highest frequency. Think about one of your children, as they're being born and you're meeting them for the very first time, right? The very first moment that they place that baby on your chest, or they hand over that newborn. It's all love. Children are all love, and we all were children. I know some people don't think so, but we were all children at one time, at one point, and we are all beings of love. And so we want to use that essence to continue to expand and contribute, right? So that not only are we stepping into an energy of abundance and wealth for our businesses, for our family offices, but we're also using that for ourselves, and that's the energy that we continue to project and share with all those around us. So I will be stopping here today. I hope that this information has touched your hearts. I hope that this is something that you can continue to help bring into your own family and create the family dynamic that you're ready to evolve into now, without all the labels, without all the old identities, and without all the name calling, and that you can continue to thrive and build the family dynamic that is best suited for you and your family. Leaving you all with so much love today. And again, I hope that this has touched you, and I will continue on these conversations and hope to see you at the next one. Thanks again. Have yourselves a lovely day.